Hey guys, S4 here, and today I'm doing a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be talking about how, I really got into collecting and all that, cause, I don't know, I think, like, a few people wanted to know that. It's actually really hot, I don't want this, okay. So, well, how I got started collecting, I'm going to talk about how I got started to collecting and why I started to do reviews. I think I did this a long time ago, but it's a recent one. So, I started getting Dragon Ball figures when I was about 5 years old. Seriously, I was like 5 years old. I started to get Dragon Ball figures because they had them at every single store. They had it at Kmart, had it at I didn't go to Walmart then. They had like at Kmart. They had them at all of them, like KB Toys, Toys R Us, everywhere. They had them when KB Toys still existed. They had them at frickin' Walgreens and like those convenience stores. They would have Dragon Ball figures. So, I saw them and I would be like, I want that so bad. So I remember begging my dad. I remember crying to get Dragon Ball figures. The first ones that I really got were probably the first figure I ever bought was at KB Toys. I remember I was like 5 years old. I saw that they had the Dora to Goku, Super Saiyan. They had like a different ones. They had the Gohan, they had Super Saiyan Goku, and they had just regular Goku. I think I don't really remember that much, but I remember my sister saying to me, "Get Gohan, it's so cute. Get the Gohan." And I'm like, "No, I want Super Saiyan Goku. He's a badass. He's the best." So I chose Dora to Goku. It's a re-release, like the Irwin one that did, the Dora to re-release split. So I got that one. I still have the figure. And I thought he was so fucking cool at the time. He looked sick. Like, I was like, this figure is awesome. So then, I remember at Christmas, my mom went to this mall, and they had a store. They had a store at the mall. The whole wall was filled with bootleg Dragon Ball figures in the mall in Miami. But in the mall, they were selling bootleg Dragon Ball. So about a collection, bootlegs. They were shitty too. I had some of them still, but I was like, what the fuck? Now I think about it, like, they were selling it at a mall, bootleg figures. Isn't that, like, against the law or something? I don't know. But, they had them, and, like, I remember going to the store picking out some, and they were, like, expensive, too, and they were bootleg. They were, like, $15, bootleg, one survival collection. Like, I guess my mom didn't know, so she just was like, okay, so I got those. I remember one Christmas I got a bunch of bootlegs for Christmas. She didn't know what the difference was. And I remember, I think the Christmas after, I got a bunch of Irwin ones when they started to make original ones. But, I had a bunch of different ones. So I used to just play with the figures at first, play with them, like, battling with my cousins. We would play, make our own, like, episodes and everything. So yeah, I would thrash those. I would be like, and they'd break, or they'd have paint marks on them. They just didn't last. R.I.P. And then I still had a few of those, like, shitty ones, and then I ended up selling them a few years ago, all the crappy figures. I have a video of my shitty figures, I think, that I had, and I sold them in a lot, because I was like, I don't need these. They're all shitty. I can't put them in my collection, so I sold them all. But all the ones I had as a kid. But I ended up buying them again, so I can have them to display and collect. But I started to really collect when I was 12. I remember getting a figure from, I don't remember which one exactly it was. I don't remember which one made me start to actually collect them, but I was at Toys R Us and they had one, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't open it. Maybe I should just keep it in the box, because, I don't know. I just kept it in the box, and then from then on, I wanted to just keep them all in the boxes, but I thought that was pointless, so I had them in the box. If I get them mint and package, I will not take it out of the box unless it's super out of collection, because you just put it back in. But if it's like, the bubble thing, I keep it there. I don't take it out, because I just like him in boxes. If I get it loose, then whatever. But if I get it in package, I don't take it out. So I don't know, I decided to start collecting just randomly, and just like, how about I just collect them? Because I didn't play with them anymore, but I thought they were so cool. So I wanted to keep them displayed, and I still love the figures. They were a part of my childhood. I loved the figures and I loved Dragon Ball. So I started to do that. I started collecting, and then I just grew. I remember when I was a freshman, I really started to get a lot of the figures. That's when I really started to start really dedicating myself to collecting them. Like, I got a lot when I was a freshman. That was when it started. When I was a freshman, I got a bunch of figures. I remember that. And now I have a huge ass collection and all that. So yeah, and I remember when I was a freshman, I think when I was a freshman? I'm not exactly sure. 2008. No, when I was a sophomore. The beginning of sophomore year was when I started to actually make figure reviews. That was 2008. And the reason that really got me into doing that is because I remember somebody on YouTube, I stumbled upon, I don't know, I think I just looked up Dragonball figures once on YouTube, and I saw eBay Figure Review 777. He made reviews, and I was like, that's cool, like, you know, I can do that, like, I have a bunch of figures, I can just do that, like, I can review them. So, he's what really got me into doing that, because I thought I have them, I can do it too, so I started to do reviews. I'm like, oh, from now on I'm going to do figure reviews, you know, and I just started to do that, and ever since 2008, I have continued, and I haven't ran out of figures to review yet. But I don't know, if you guys who stuck with me since the beginning, you would know. And that I had a, you know, the old original YouTube channel that I had ever since I was in fucking 7th grade. I had it, and I got suspended. SS question 4, not SSJ, SS question 4. It sucked though. I had so many videos on there. Originally I put anime videos on there, like music videos, but I got suspended for that because of the anime footage I was using. So all my videos got deleted, and it sucked. I remember I was so sad, and I had to start over in 2009, made a new YouTube, SSJ. So it sucked because when I got suspended, I had about 1,000 something subscribers. I mean, now I have 3,000, like, I don't know, something. But yeah, I mean, I started doing reviews because of eBay Figure Reviews. And I thought his were cool, and I said, oh, I can do that. I can help people out with my reviews. So I did that, and then I was the original female Dragon Ball reviewer, and then Old Fan came and all that, and there it went. I was one of the very few first people who were doing the figure reviews, but eBay Figure Review 777, who's the first one I saw, and I started doing that because of him. So yeah, so then I just started doing them regularly. I was one of the ones that would do it a lot, and like I have a lot of figure reviews now. So yeah, I mean, the majority of the figures I collect are Irwin, Jax, Super Battle Collection. I have some Ben Presto, stuff like that. Stuff that I like. I like the 6-inch figures a lot. I like the big ones too. I don't really like gashapons or whatever, but there's some that I really would like to buy, but they're just expensive. So yeah, I gotta get some SH Figure Arts figures too. I want some of those. They're really cool looking, but I have to save up. But anyway, so yeah, that's why I started collecting. You know, ever since I was little, I just started buying Dragon Ball figures, but then I started really to collect when I was 12, and then I started to do figure reviews. So that's really it. That's really the story. Yeah, and I still love to do it. And when I'm older and I get my own like place, I'm having a room just for my Dragon Ball figures. I don't care having a Dragon Ball room. I already told my girl that. I'm like, okay, when we live together, I am having a room of Dragon Ball figures. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I hope you like that. And yeah, until my next video, guys. If you want to make a video response, any of you collectors that you know, want to tell your story, how you started to collect, or why you started to collect, that'd be interesting. Make a video response. Collectors, fellow figure collector viewers, or put a comment, tell me why you started to collect. What made you want to start collect Dragon Ball figures and stuff. So yeah, peace guys, bye!